As the world watches airstrikes in Iran,
time will tell.
It's not hard to connect the dots that what happens there will impact the economy and the global markets.
So if people were happy to go in the gas station and see that the oil was low, a low price, it's going to spike very, very fast.
If you ask the director for the Center of Middle East Studies, Micheline Ishai, she will tell you what supply chain experts are already predicting.
Probably in the next week or so, you could see gasoline prices go up from, I don't know, what's like $2.70 today to maybe up past $3.70, $4 a gallon in a short period of time.
Dr. Jack Buffington with the University of Denver says even though Iran has sanctions on oil, the country controls the Strait of Hormuz, where about 20% of the world's oil and gas transits through.
There's potential for oil prices to go up to $100 a barrel, which is kind of seen as a tipping point.
Just last week, that price was sitting somewhere in the $60 for a barrel. Some predict it could rise as much to $100 per barrel. What comes after will depend on geopolitics and the supply chain.
So that's a tough one. I don't think anyone would have a great answer for that. These are major shocks.
Consumers will first be hit at the pump. Then Buffington says we'll see other industries with ripple impacts.
But then there's a bullwhip associated with that. So there's a disruption in the oil markets. It disrupts supply chains, which disrupts food markets, disrupts the airlines.
Buffington will be watching supply and demand. Others know there are even more unanswered questions that are less predictable, like what happens on the geopolitical side.
When the regime collapses, there is always a void, and there is always the question.
Buffington says we could see impacts that last a couple of weeks, if not longer, and really it depends on what kind of risk the financial markets are willing to take on. Many large oil shipper companies have already anchored their boats, saying that risk is too much. In the studio, Angela McCall, 9 News.